I'm Brother Dan, and it's time for story time. I am here at a very special place, and I put up a video on my YouTube channel a few days ago. It's called The Last Oligarchy. I've got a very interesting, probably one of the most interesting stories that's ever happened to me in my life. Story about how that video all came together. And I sense I'm leaving Sedona soon, so I decided I was driving back to my place today, and I just thought, oh, I should go to this special place, which is the Energy Vortex that not too many people know about. And I'm not going to say the name of this spot because I feel like it's sacred. It's definitely a space that has it's definitely a place that has a presence. But let me tell you the quick story. It's a good story too, because that message that I got for that film that I made, The Last Oligarchy, is what I call a divine message. I didn't come up with that thing. And how do you say, well, Dan, how you must have come up with it? Well, let me tell you something. I came up on this mountain and was hiking with my friend Christine and my girlfriend now, Kendra. And we were hiking. We came up to this spot that looks almost like an altar, this beautiful rock. And we said some prayers. I believe we said some prayers. And then the girls sat down. They were meditating. And I just felt like I had a message coming into my mind for Kendra and then for Christine. And I just let it come in, let it drop into my mind. And it's like reading something, almost like reading it. And I just let the story come for a few minutes. And then I was like, you know what, maybe I should just ask them. So I went over to Christine and Kendra and I said, I feel like I got a message for you both. And they said, well, actually, Christine just looks at me. She's like, just let it go. Just say it. Just let it go. You know, she's got this little cuteness smile to her. And I sat down and I just had this message come into my mind. And I delivered it to Kendra, delivered it to Christine. Several minutes later, was done. And then they both confirmed. They said, I've had other people give me messages. Yours was similar and added some stuff that was right on point with what's going on in my life. And I said, okay, this is definitely something different. So that happens. And then I go walking off to a spot like over here. And I feel like I got another message coming through. It's a little too bright here, but I feel like I got another message coming through, and it says the word oligarchy. Now, I'm an engineer. I studied math and science mostly. My vocabulary gets me by, but you know, I don't know every word. And that word, I was like, I think I might know it, but I'm not sure. So I end up Googling the term oligarchy, and it says a small group of people that rules over a group or a society or a country, that type of thing. And I said, I better stop and record this message. So I record the message, and the message is what I made the film with, the film that's on this page that's called The Last Oligarchy. I just recommend going to watch that thing, because I have sensed that this type of, let's just say, manipulation has been happening in the world ever since March with COVID and Black Lives Matter and some of these, the riots, mostly the riots, but the news and other things. I've sensed something's up, like something's up. I know something's up. And then I get this message. I just call it a divine message, that there are, let's just say, there are things that have been happening in our life through the news and media and, you know, some people who have some type of power, but they don't have the power like you have inside of you. No, you got that angelic God power. That's what I'm talking about. But there has been manipulation throughout our lifetime. And what's happening in the world is all transforming into heaven on earth. That's where we're headed. We're headed to gloriousness, but it might look a little messy. So I'm not going to ruin or, you know what? I'm just going to let it be with me saying that's the backstory leading into The Last Oligarchy, the film. Check out the movie on my YouTube page. Comment about it. Say whatever you want about it. Share it with your people. Whatever you want to do. But it's definitely a message to help people have an understanding of what's up in the world these days and to understand where we're headed. Because there's light within everything. There's lots of light. Lots of light. So that's it for me for now. Check out that video. I love you. God bless you. The Last Oligarchy on my YouTube page. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.